Hi folks, I appreciate you looking at this video. We are really struggling, I'm really struggling in getting this whole hardware in the loop set up correctly to work with X-Plane. We've got X-Plane 10, we've got the latest version of Mission Planner running 1.2.80.7 build, and we've got the 2.6 ArduPilot with the external compass and GPS module. I'm running a high-tech Aurora 9 with the high-tech Optima 7 receiver, although that probably doesn't make any difference. So I've set up the ArduPilot so that it's actually connecting. We're getting a GPS signal. This isn't any problem. As you can see, we're working okay here. It can sense everything correctly for the most part, although our airplane always ends up in the opposite direction until we get it in the air. One of the reasons I'm trying to get set up in X-Plane is because when we go out to the field to fly and switch it over to manual or to auto, it doesn't seem to really do anything. The airplane just kind of wanders around. It doesn't go to its waypoint that I can tell. Although when we have flown, it has been fairly windy, 5 to 10 knots, which could play into that. We're new at this, so any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. This is an absolutely fascinating endeavor, and appreciate all the knowledge that's already out there. We just want to be catch up with the understanding here. So let me show you what I've done. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. I just wanted to show you that we could get a connection. And by the way, this is talking through Mission Planner, but I'm going to go into the initial setup here, and I am going to grab the Hill simulation plane firmware to be installed onto the ArduPilot. I'm doing that because that's what I read needs to be done before it can talk to the X-Plane correctly. So this will just take a minute here. Alright, so now that that's done, I wanted to show you that we can, let's see, oh, we need to connect. I was going to show you that we do in fact have the hardware set up correctly. We've got the radio calibration. All of this has been done, but I wanted to show you that well, now it's not working now, but it did work before. So this is part of the frustration we've had. Why? Okay, and I'm going to assume that, yeah, see, it captured it before, but it's not showing the movements in the radio calibration. But I'm going to assume that it should work over here on the X-Plane, because it did last night, and nothing's changed since then. But So I'm going to go ahead and link this to the simulation, and X-Plane is selected, and I'm going to click Start Link, and it says Sim Link Started, and then let's go ahead and look at the X-Plane piece. So I just pushed the full throttle. Of course, I didn't take the brakes off, but let's go ahead and restart that again here. So this time I'll take the brakes off and full throttle. So I'm getting control here. I'm able to take off, flying around. I have left stick, right aileron, pitch up, pitch down. Everything's great. Okay. But if you look back over to the mission planner, there's no feed coming in. There's no data being pushed into the mission planner through the port. Although there's information going this way into the X-Plane. So go ahead, and I'm going to show you the settings here in X-Plane. We've got our data set up to essentially show speed, G-load, and I just followed the setup that was in that link, in the instruction link that I provided in my first post. So, I think this is all set up correctly. Our UDP rate's 50 per second, as per the instructions that we were reading. And then my net information is this particular machine that I'm on here is 192.168.1.11, and the mission planner machine is 192.168.1.9. I go over to the data tab, and I'm pushing data from X-Plane to the 0.9 machine on the 49005 UPD port. I'm down here, and it shows port that we send on from X-Plane's perspective, and yes, in fact, it's the same, 49005. What X-Plane's receiving on is 49000. So that's all fine and dandy. All right, let's go back over to the mission planner. If you go into the mission planner here, I'm going to stop the link for a second, but to show you this, I go into advanced settings. And remember, the machine with X-Plane is 192.168.1.11, so that's correct. Enter sim PC IP, that's right. The CITL, I think this doesn't matter because we're not running this in software in the loop. I'm not sure I understand that completely, but we're not running it, and I just left it as the default. Enter the sim PC port. That was right. The sim PC port back to the X-Plane is 49000, and then for the planner it's 49005. So that works, and I know that the 49000 works because that's where we get to do our send from mission planner into X-Plane, and that works. But we don't get the streaming information back in here to what so that the mission planner will work as it needs to. So that's my problem. And this is problem number 2, that we were trying to set this up in order to figure out how this autopilot we could make it to work better out in the field. This was to hopefully help us figure that out, but now we've got yet another issue here. So any help that I could get from any of you out there would be very greatly appreciated, and hopefully this makes sense. If not, just ask questions, and hopefully I can give you the information you need to help us. Thank you.